Ever since I made my computer back in October of last year, I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege non-stop. I love how the game feels, the way maps work, and overall how game modes are played, to where teamwork and communication is an essential key aspect to not only winning, but keeping your other teammates alive. Whether it's just you calling out your death or looking through a camera, it helps your team greatly. I could honestly go on and on about how this game went from such a pile of trash to being probably one of my favorite shooters I have ever played. So ever since I got into the game, I've always wanted to make a video on something I love so dearly, so passionately, just so that I can branch off into other content. So today we're going to be taking a look at Operation Parabellum. I'm going to be going fully massively in depth in how this season felt for me. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn, and let's dive into Operation Parabellum. So for those of you who don't know how the Rainbow Six seasons work, let me just reiterate it for everyone to know. With every new season of Rainbow Six Siege, there's 2 brand new operators, both unique and feel very different from all the other current operators within the game. And also a bunch of extra stuff that you may or may not have wanted in there as well. Whether it's a brand new map like Tower or even a limited game time mode like Outbreak, it comes out and it's free for anyone to play. You're not locked out of any exclusivity, and you don't need to buy the season's pass in order to play anything within the new season, but you do have to wait about 1 week in order to buy the operators with Renowned or R6 credits, which doesn't seem that bad when you compare it to Call of Duty, who makes you wait about 30 days in order for you to play on the platform of your choice. Operation Parabellum introduces 2 new Italian defenders, Alibi and Maestro, both having brand new weapons exclusive to them, as well as 2 brand new unique abilities never before seen in Rainbow Six Siege. The first Italian operator introduced this season is Alibi, a 3-speed 1-armor defender that specializes in tricking attackers by creating holograms with her unique ability called Prisma. Attackers that touch the hologram in any way will reveal their location for a limited time and will be marked for all defenders to see. Of course, for something this powerful, Ubisoft needed to add some sort of weakness. For starters, Alibi's clones only use a default skin, meaning if players see any different colors or patterns towards Alibi, then it is 100% a fake. As well, Prismas have no weapon attachments, meaning if you see a scope on Alibi, you should probably kill her. And lastly, Prismas only hold the MX4 Storm while holding down sights. Another counter towards Alibi's holograms is the fact that they don't have any body temperature, meaning operators such as Glass have an easier time dealing with Alibi than most other attackers. But other than that, attackers can shoot Prismas and destroy it, or let Dasher disrupt them. I feel like Alibi has the potential of being an amazing operator. Her guns overall are amazing, like the ACS-12 that can just destroy a wall for the hell of it, to even her pistol that just one-taps opponents. She feels amazing. Tricking opponents by blending in with holograms is fantastic. I almost always feel rewarded whenever I play her. Almost. My one big massive gripe with Alibi is her goddamn armor stat. Because she's such a fast and very mobile character, Ubisoft has to make her weak in some way in order for her not to be busted, which sounds very reasonable. So they made her only have 1 armor, but for some reason, every time I die with her, it feels like my opponent only has to sneeze on me in order for them to kill me, which doesn't make it really fun to play Alibi. It feels like anytime I click the character, I need to have a Rook or a Doc on my team to ensure that I don't die too quickly. I would much rather have her be a 2-speed 2-armor operator if it was going to be the case. But other than that, I don't have many issues with Alibi, and I think that she's a really fun operator to play. The second Italian operator is Maestro, who is a 1-speed 3-armor defender that specializes in using remote control cameras called the Evil Eye. Unlike most cameras in Rainbow Six that mostly do nothing but ping people, the Evil Eye does far more than that. First, they can shoot laser beams across, dealing damage to attackers, as well as destroying beach charges and drones. Secondly, they can see through smoke, and lastly, they are 100% bulletproof when not exposed. Of course, with any new operator in Rainbow Six Siege, there has to be some sort of counter towards them, which there is. The camera can be easily destroyed if the attackers have an Ash or a Sledge due to their unique abilities. As well, if the camera is exposed, the player can simply shoot it and it gets destroyed. Also, grenades. You can use those too. Other than that, that's about it. To me, Maestro didn't really interest me all that much. For starters, he's really slow, which makes the player really have to utilize the evil eyes much more. Plus, they have to play point at all times, which doesn't really give the player much of an option to roam. My second problem with Maestro is the fact that the evil eyes are super easy to destroy, making them feel almost useless at times. I feel like the fact that they can look through smoke is an amazing feature and is way more powerful than being able to shoot lasers. Additionally, Maestro's new gun, the LADA-5, oh my goodness, this name is way too long. Maestro's new LMG didn't really impress me all that much, to be honest. And when you compare it to Alibi, I always thought, why would I play such a slow character that doesn't really interest me that much when there's a much more faster, more fun, more rewarding character there to play at the exact same time. Overall, Maestro really didn't do it for me. He had an amazing gadget, but I honestly didn't really care about him all that much, which kind of sucks. And with that, guys, that's it. That's everything that we had to cover in Operation Parabellum. Tune into the... Oh, wait, what? There's more? And it's free for anyone who purchased the game. Well, goddamn, that's a lot of content. Firstly, they added a brand new Italian map called Villa, which is to match the 2 new Italian operators within the game. I'm honestly not a huge fan of this map in particular though. Don't get me wrong, I think that it looks amazing, which could also be said about most of the other maps in the game. But I have a couple of problems with this map in general. For starters off, the map is really hard to remember where you are. Or at least for me in a sense. Normally maps in Rainbow Six have a simplistic layout that allows the player to traverse throughout the map without any problems. Some parts are mirrored, some floors are the same as others, so it feels easy to roam around without having any problems. For Villa, however, they took out all those simplistic aspects of those maps and just mashed up a huge maze so that the player feels goddamn confused and lost. It frustrates the living hell out of me and other people within the Siege community, so you can kind of see why I don't like this map. They also changed up Clubhouse and added an intersection to the map that made it much easier for defenders to roam around. I didn't really get to play on this map a whole bunch, but I can definitely say that the map is much more fun due to its changes. And lastly, they also made a change towards how the HUD looks when switching between rounds and starting games, which looks absolutely clean and very satisfying to look at. Other than that though, they made a bunch of good small changes towards operators, like how Echo has 2 yokai drones instead of 1, and some extremely dumb changes like how IQ has a claymore rather than grenades. But even after everything I just said, there are still just 2 more things we have to talk about before we end the video. The first being anti-cheat within Rainbow Six Siege. For a while now, PC players have had a massive problem on hackers. So many people on the R6 community have encountered a hacker at least once or twice, and especially within the higher levels of ranked play. We see Battle Eye banning people all the time for people who hack, but there honestly has been no solid justice for people who hack. The game is easily hackable, hackers had multiple accounts, and it honestly took the fun away from the game. Hell, we even had a YouTuber blatantly show off that he was hacking, and he still wasn't getting banned. It was absolutely disgusting. So for after a while, Ubisoft finally put their foot down and said no more. Not only did they ban hackers, but they also banned 1,300 players who were being boosted from hackers for 14 days, plus having their rank and rewards completely stripped from them. Thank God. They also made it so that you have to have at least a 2-step authentication in order for you to play ranked, which is a really good feeling when it comes towards Rainbow Six Siege. Overall, this is a long time coming and something that the PC players really needed in order for the game to feel great again. While Ubisoft does one thing right, they get another thing wrong, and yes, I am talking about the way they handle toxicity within Siege. Over the years, multiplayer games become more and more toxic to the point where people just don't want to play the game anymore. Look at a game like Overwatch, where you work as a team, but then one person tries to curse you out because you did something wrong, and you as a player become angry and tilted within the game. It sucks. I get it, and I fully understand, but Ubisoft took it to another level with the Siege, and that, honestly, I don't like. I feel like, yes, it's a problem if a person can call me the N-word for that reason. It's a racial slur to begin with, but banning people for saying anything that is considered vulgar is a bit much for them to do. Let's say you're new to the game and you're the last one on your team and you die and you feel bad, so you try to apologize to your team and you type, "Aw shit, my bad team," and then you get instantly banned. Wait, what? He was being fully apologetic, and then that he died and he let his team down, yet for some reason he got banned for it. He didn't say anything wrong, yet for some reason Ubisoft deemed it reasonable for them to ban that person for saying the word shit in chat. Like, you see what I'm saying here? It's absurd that an M-rated game makes you get banned for saying the smallest amount of vulgar language. Overall, I think Ubisoft should reconsider how that system should work. In conclusion, I think this season added a ton of great gameplay elements to Rainbow Six Siege that makes everything feel fresh and unique again with the inclusion of Alibi and Maestro. I think there are still things that they can definitely tweak within future updates, but for now, I think that Operation Parabellum was a really good season compared to some other ones. If you guys want me to talk about more seasons within the future, make sure to leave a like on the video and tell me what was your favorite part about Operation Parabellum within the comment section down below. And I'll probably cover Operation Grim Sky in the future if this video does really well. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Adam, also known as Raph, and I will see you all in another video. Take care.